Hello and welcome to episode 13 of my playthrough of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I wanted to go and start a bit further away, but when I entered here I thought this, and it probably happened every time. Look, the weapons appear inside of here. Isn't that kind of cool? I just noticed that when I was walking inside, and I guess that's every weapon we have. Why is there an empty spot here? But that is not what we wanted to go. That is not also what I wanted to start with. I also wanted to go and start.
Sorry, 1 sec.
Yeah, that was a good joke, right? Within the previous episode. You can also see all the characters that are here, chatting, having fun. And this is what I was talking about very long ago.
Just can't stop landing in tight spots, huh?
It would appear so, but there is no one else I would rather be in such a dire situation with.
So this is what I was talking about very long ago, that Ratchet and Clank would be here. And here they are. Well, but I still have yet to go over the, well, not the entirety of the gallery, so I wanted to go and do that. So, Ratchet, of course, our hero. We've also kind of seen it already in the first episode. He's in all the Ratchet and Clank games. And we have Rivet, underground resistant fighter, capable of mechanic and secret sword. Rivet is from a universe where she had a robotic partner, and as a revolt regained to restore peace, her home. Rivet were tireless. It is meant to the Emperor's dystopia, one battle at a time. Well, she's known and admired by many around the galaxy for her heroic. She has never managed to win against their evil ruler, but despite the many losses, her spirit never broke. She's still convicted that she can win this fight. She has to. Well, luckily for her, she doesn't have to do it alone, because Ratchet and Clank are there with her as well. And, well, many losing battles, I haven't really seen those actually. Now then we have Clank. Clank is Ratchet's best friend, co-pilot, and the brain of the operation. True, he'd never admit it. Yeah, usually he has the ideas, so. After meeting him on the planet Velvin, which is Ratchet's home planet, or at least the planet where he was found, he and Ratchet have gone on countless adventures. Well, I think it's like 13 games. Saving the universes from the forces of evil. In his free time, Clank has started in his own HoloVision show and has recently been researching lost Lombax technology. Yeah, Agent Clank, which is also a part of Ratchet & Clank's 3 story, and something Dr. Nefarious really likes to go and watch. And Ratchet is also in, well, Agent Clank's show, but he messes up, and then the director fires him, and they hire a monkey. Yeah, no, quite literally, they hire a monkey, and that is then also your friend to use for multiple puzzle sections, because that's usually what Clank is for. Clank is for the puzzle sections, while Ratchet was made for the combat section. So it was very funny to go and see, because you had to go and shoot bananas. The monkey would move somewhere, it would stand on a button, and it would allow you to go and move on. And you would use tiny robots, the Ancients of Doom, to go and, well, beat enemies you couldn't, move sections, enter them into gates. Yeah, it wasn't the most difficult. You could also punch, and you could go in helicopter. Using parts of a broken Dimensionator he collected after their latest adventure. Wait, what? For real? He rebuilt it to give Ratchet a chance to find the other long vessel. Destruction has left Clank's body and the dimension severely damaged. Yeah, he has both arms, and only now I noticed that. Yeah. I don't know what their latest adventure was, where they found it. As far as I know, it's actually Kraken's Heim that was the latest one, but it could be wrong, or the remake especially. Now, once a robot in the service of Emperor Nefarious, Kit has been living in solitude on Salvali, dedicating her life to the peaceful preservance of the Dimensional Archives and its secrets as Gary's apprentice. When the Emperor set its sight on the monks and their knowledge of dimensional travel, she basically kind of refused or had problems with teaming up with Ratchet, and set off to put a stop to the evil forces. That's kind of nice of her. I mean, especially that after she's been a service and then now she lives in solitude, it makes you Rivet's points less and less true, you know? Sure, it's a personal problem, but Rivet doesn't want to fix it, and Kid does have regret. It's also, the thing I really like about this story is that Kid constantly has regret about what she's done, why she's done it. Yet somehow Rivet doesn't want to go and accept that. And Kid doesn't have, well, the guts to go and say, hey, listen, I've regretted it and I've always regretted it. Kid revealed that she is able to transform into a huge, deadly weapon, something she usually refuses to do in fear of the pain she will cause in her wake. After building towards Ratchet, Kid has decided to take a leap forward and go help save the Omniverse from destruction. That is very nice of you, Kid. Thank you for trying to go and help with save the Omniverse from destruction. Also, as I said before, Clank can also turn into a huge robot. I do kind of hope we get to go and see a scene where they both turn into huge robots and then smack the nefarious team. Oh, some which I can hope for. I also hope that Emperor Nefarious gets hit on the head and then basically gets a very big problem, which Dr. Nefarious also in the past had. As I said, in Ratchet and Clank 3, Nefarious would at some points just go screaming and go crazy, and then he would break. And then some opera would go and play, or some sort of show of Lance and Jarns. I think it's actually a drama. Basically, a drama would play a bit of it, how they would love each other. And then Lawrence would have to come by and, well, give or Dr. Nefarious a smack. And after Dr. Nefarious got smacked, well, he would continue screaming, and then he wouldn't know what was going on. It's also very funny if you go and play Deadlock, because after you've finally beaten the game, because you sent Lawrence and Dr. Nefarious somewhere deep in space on a rock, they're going to go and come by what would be the space station that kinda blew up. So then all of a sudden he's going to go and question why but there used to be a space station here. Well, I guess it wasn't here. And then Nefarious screams and then he breaks again. Oh, that's such a good moment. I really love that moment. Oh, it's hilarious. You should look it up. So, Captain Quark, leader of the Q-Force, ex-president, and corporate spokesman. Captain Corporius Lewis Quark has been a galactic hero almost as many times as he has been the villain. Recently has helped organize Metropolis Festival of Heroes, celebrating the galaxy's greatest defenders, Ratchet and Clank, and himself, of course. I don't know what he did in the Nefarious games. He's been a bigger part in Ratchet and Clank 1 and also in 2, and also a big part in Ratchet and Clank 3, and then I guess his character kind of fell off. In Ratchet and Clank 1, he's sort of this retired hero you're trying to go and rescue. And Ratchet and Clank, and then basically at some point, as it also says, he teams up with the bad guy. In the remake, that's also the story. He betrays you, and tries to get with the bad guy, and yeah, it's not really fun. It's kind of interesting what happens. You beat him up in the spaceship, and then he becomes a Gadgetron employee. And yeah, with Gadgetron, they did some interesting things to him. And in the remake of 1, he tells mainly a story from prison. So, and then within Ratchet and Clank 2, he, from the Gadgetron employee, goes to Megacorp, more or less kidnaps some of these skins, tries to become the world's greatest hero again. And then, well, we have to go and put a stop to it. And we succeed, and, well, he gets more testing done. And then in Ratchet & Clank 3, after sort of like the fluke of Ratchet & Clank 1 and 2, he lost his memory, became a monkey, and you restore his, well, mainly his mind again by showing him a video game with Captain Quark, and then he remembers that he's Captain Quark. Because the reason why Captain Quark was very popular, sort of like pre-1, is because he defeated Dr. Nefarious before. In the remake, they slightly changed that as well, where they also put Dr. Nefarious in Ratchet & Clank 1, whereas in the original, Nefarious started to go and exist in Ratchet & Clank 3. Which, yeah, it's kind of unique how that went. Oh, he's also a very funny character. He has a very bunched thumbs up, very unintelligent lines. He's also a lot like Captain Quantum, where he can basically cut off half the conversation and just pick the parts he liked. Yes, an interesting character for sure. Captain Quantum. The feared captain of the robot pirates, who isn't actually a robot, a former member of the Resistance. Carol Lepiton Quantum used to work with Rivet and their companions to fight back against the Emperor's tyranny. But he's always longed for more action, more adventure, more singing. Oh, this is interesting. That's why he devised an impenetrable disguise to join the robot pirates. Okay, so a bunch of shoulder pads and a helmet was enough to trick them. Don't need a hollow disguise for that, which is a gadget in Ratchet & Clank. Sure, they were a bit rough, but who else was fighting the Emperor and having a good time doing it? And after he got lucky planning a bug on the Emperor's assistance, yes, as I was thinking, he even found himself with a promotion to Captain Quantum. Long may he reign. Well, after we met him and exposed his identity, or the fact that he wasn't a robot, people didn't like him. Wow, that sounds a lot more morbid and racist than I was thinking. So, Skip McMarr, celebrity hoverboard champion of Blackwater City and a longtime friend of Ratchet & Clank. In recent years, he has more time hawking his personal brand of hoverboard gear towards his chain of Mark sports shacks on a planet near you. Now, in Ratchet & Clank 1, you kinda meet him. Ratchet is a big fan of him because, well, skateboarding in that time was pretty cool. So basically you meet him, you rescue him from a bunch of sand sharks, and in return you get his hoverboard, and then you can do hoverboard racing in Blackwater City, where if you win that one, you get more mission progress, and after, well, sort of that mission progress, there's another race you can do. They're kind of interesting races. The second time you also do it, you also get a booster, which is nice. The first time around you don't. The remakes also had, at the very least, the first race. Set out 2, I think, completely, and then he came back in 3 as also a member of the Q-Force or the Galactic Rangers, which Captain Quark was the leader, and he helped you during some missions, did some things, and, well, then he kind of moved on. Phantom, also Skip McMark, but, well, in this dimension. Proud Resistance member, draft hacker, and not-so-secret electronic musician. After Phantom is a Resistance runner in a fairy city who is helping spread the message of freedom to the drowned and brainwashed. They're all robots. Well, good luck with that. After helping Ratchet in his quest to find the Royal Starship, he turned himself into the authorities to try and tear this whole rotten world down from the inside. Wait, what? So the moment he jumped down, that was not him trying to be cool. That was not him trying to escape. He wanted to get caught? For real? That changes the perspective and why he's also like, bye. Now, Rusty Pete, the current captain of the robot pirates in his dimension. He once battled Ratchet & Clank under the command of Captain Slag. These days, he and his crew have entered the Galactic Alliance with the government, promising to only loot people when no one is looking. Well, Rusty Pete, we don't really see him in this game. He was, as I said, in the other games. He wasn't really in a lot of games. Either he came sort of around the Tool of Destruction or the Kraken time. His mic was also broken in episode 1 if you, well, saw it happen as well. It was very funny. But he didn't have such a big role in this one as of now. Oh. Yeah, Le Fer. It's a French name. I have no idea what it means, but still. First mate of Captain Quantum and the mouthpiece of the pirates. Here fares himself a durable swashbuckler with a mysterious past, captivating gaze, and chiseled jawline. A longtime friend, and perhaps even more often enemy, of Rivet. Here, Gally stirs up trouble around the galaxy in the name of piracy. His goal is to steal hearts and persuade everyone else that isn't boiled down. Interesting character, a lot of fun moments. This is very good at talking, and it's very interesting. I really like how they made his character. Also being all like, oh no, I can't fight, and oh, go. Also the moment when he tries to blow up his ship. Being all like, we'll eat the expensive later. And then somehow everybody's like, nope, you won't. Oh. Dr. Nefarious. Loud screaming and promptly enter. Dr. Nefarious has been a thorn in the galaxy's sides since his turn to villainy. However, after countless years of failing over-the-top plans and a long but restless retirement, this evil robot schemes and self-proclaimed supervillain has had enough. He is done being thwarted by Ratchet and Clank. It is his turn to win. When his scheme to get his hands on the Dimensionator works, he realizes that this may finally be the chance to turn things around once and for all. Perhaps there's another dimension where he can finally reign victorious. When the Dimensionator exploded at the climax of his evil plot, Dr. Nefarious finds that the universe is crumbling around him, but that's not important. What is important is that he's won. Now he just needs to get these troublesome heroes out of the way and enjoy some comfort and adorns for once. So yeah, Dr. Nefarious, originally introduced in Ratchet & Clank 3, as I said. Basically, the original story is that he was a human. Captain Quark basically pushed him into some sort of puddle after his scheme failed, which you also figure out in one of the holo devices. And then he basically returns as a robot. And then when he was a robot, his idea was that I'm going to go and turn the entire galaxy into robots. Everybody's going to go and become a robot, and we're going to go and have a good time with it. So we build a giant device to go and turn everybody into robots. We break one. And then I think he had a second one, which we also broke, and which also sent them flying to, well, sort of like I said, the end of time almost. He's also been, well, many other Ratchet and Clank games the villain. He's usually the villain in the games, but he's very funny, he's very over the top. He's also pretty smart, as I said. It's somewhat weird that they cut out Lawrence, but I guess with All for One, that also wasn't necessary. Also, you can also see sort of like the radar in his brain, and that would, well, in the past pick up the signals. Yeah, interesting character, like him very much. Always been very funny, and definitely from the Ratchet and Clank series, my favorite character. Emperor Nefarious. Well, Emperor Nefarious is the destined ruler of the entire known universe who will never ever let you forget that fact. Ruthless, charismatic, and chronically self-absorbed. Well, yeah, that is definitely true. The Emperor likes to think of himself as a cool despot, and after so many years of ruling his thankless dimension, who could blame him? After all, he spoils his lazy citizens with parties celebrating his greatness, artisan craft made in his image, and even original music sung by him. Okay, so he throws parties to go and celebrate his greatness, creates things in his image, and creates music sung by himself. Okay. Even though he has crushed all heroes and villains alike that have attempted to oppose him, there's still someone who resists. Most notably the frustrating, persistent rebel Lombax who has had countless run-ins with, all ending in his success, of course. Recently he has embarked on a series of missions to wipe out the remaining strugglers who dare resist his rule, leaving only Rivet and Captain Quantum to oppose him. For now, anyway. But we've grown that resistance. Also kind of funny that somehow he won every fight, yet he's never yet once managed to go and catch Rivet and dispose of her, which is rather interesting. Now, Miss Zircon brings a boyish flair to weapon vending that is all her own, while still maintaining the product and quality unbeatable price point of her alternate dimension self. Although she is officially an independent dealer, she secretly works with the Resistance to topple Nefarious for a normal fee. And we bought just about every weapon there was. So, the weapons shop in Ratchet & Clank games constantly changes. We had Gadgetron in 1, with Megacorp in 2, and then we had Gadgetron again. And now we have Miss Zircon. As I said, it constantly changes. The way it works also constantly changes. Honestly speaking, the system of 1 and 2 is rather annoying because you have to go from left to right to every weapon, but it's very interesting because the vendor is constantly kind of talking to you in a box. 2, they did it a bit better. With 3, as I said, you could test weapons in the spaceship you had. So you could go and see whether weapons were good or not. You could also preview them a bit. Later Ratchet & Clanks, as I said, you had sort of like the picture of, oh, this is what is happening. This is what the weapon does. So it wasn't always as explanatory as I wanted. It didn't have all the details. But now the little videos are very good. They're very nice. I really like them. So the weapons themselves, I also like them, but they could be better. They could be greater. I mean, I personally like, for instance, Tempest from Ratchet & Clank 3, where you can lock on to 3 to 7 targets, and then you let go, and then you shock all of those targets. But if you're very efficient with the way you use the weapon, you can go and lock onto people in the background, then put somebody in between the line, and you can go and hit 1 extra target. You have the Bio-Life, which you fire a blob, which seeks out an opponent, hits them, breaks into multiple smaller blobs, and then hit more targets. The Agents of Doom. First you throw them, they walk to your opponents, boom. Later on, you throw them, they stay near you, fire little rockets to your opponents, and then basically go to your opponent, go boom. With a shield, you throw it. It creates sort of like galaxy disc in front of you, protects you. Fires a leech beam at some point, fires a gun. Also make sure that all damage there is stopped, and it only has a timer to go and worry about. And the more you leveled up, the longer the timer lasts. The machine gun, you fire bullets and they bounce around, they electrocute enemies. They're very, very cool. The black hole gun, you fire a tiny rift. At level 1, it can only take in very small enemies. It's not very good. But at level 5, it can take in medium enemies, and you can also fire multiple together to create a bigger one, which will then combine and drag in bigger enemies. And on later levels, it will also go and create electric shocks, wounding enemies, making them weak enough to go and be taken in. Turrets. You drop a turret and it basically fires all sorts of machine gun rounds and rockets. You heard a personalized shields. I don't fully realize if you had a personalized shield in that one as well, considering you also had the other decoy. No, you did. And that, well, it would protect you, it would damage enemies if they got too close, it would go and fire little shocks. It's very protective and useful. It's very nice. Especially like the shocking effect, because small enemies, like for instance the robo-hounds, they would go and get close to you, but they would get shocked and then they would already be down. In the rift hole, whoa, you would fire that and then you would go and focus on other enemies. It's so unique. I do like the topple and the ice gun. They're very much sort of like in that style as well, where you can do multiple things at the same time, and that's also what makes them good. So yeah, what other weapons were there? You just had a rocket launcher that fired multiple smaller rockets. It just sounded and looked way more powerful, but I think the Peacemaker is actually ridiculously powerful in this game. A gun which I also tried to talk about before, which is actually from 2, where you fire a little orb that would move toward a target, and it basically fire a beam at your target, dealing pretty good amount of damage. And if you leveled that thing up, it would fire eventually a very large ball that would bounce all around, hitting a lot of enemies. They are absolutely crazy to go and use. They are, well, from what I know, at least one of the strongest weapons. The reason why is the Rhino 3 is a screen clearing weapon. The Rhino 3, you fire it at level 1, it fires rockets that do high damage. At level 2, it fires rockets that do high damage, and if an opponent is certain below a certain health threshold, so basically they're nearly dead, they will disintegrate, basically meaning you don't even need to deal damage. At level 3, you fire more and stronger rockets. Level 4, same story again, and you constantly get more ammo and it constantly becomes stronger. And then finally level 5, you fire a bunch of rockets forward, they combine, create a black hole, and then oof, kill everything on screen. It's amazing. It's a weapon I absolutely love. Oh man, I really like it. It is a tad bit overpowered. I mean, considering the fact that this one only has, well, 8 ammo. Unless I'm going to go and do infinite ammo. Yes, you have infinite ammo in this game if you have all, or at least 24 of the 25 golden bolts. Also infinite health. I personally don't want to go and do those things on. Golden bolts as well. Chip skins. Let's go Galactic Ranger. I think that's this one. Now the hammer swap back. You can go and have a different hammer, but you don't have, well, the colors. Same with the wrench. Same models. Mirror mode. The entire world is flipped. Another pack. But you can go and have filters. Now, let's quickly go and look through the retro. Wow, is this pixelated. Yeah, you can go and have... And that's the very cool part about... like all of that. About why you also would want to go and get all the golden bolts. I will look at it a bit later more. Back to the gallery. To the more. So, harvest on the roots from Sargasso. While they are official neutral in the galactic conflict, they have taken Riven in like family, helping hide her from the Emperor, rebel hunting spies, and here with an unlimited supply of their homemade lemonade. Well, I cannot believe that the Emperor has never wanted to go and wipe them out, because he doesn't like the lemonade. Yet they have a large supply of homemade lemonade. Plus he doesn't like Sargasso either, which I don't understand why he just doesn't decide to go and say, I don't like the planet. Boom. I mean, he's done it before, and he also killed the residents on it before. So, to me, kind of the story actually is pretty weird with that. If he was truly a villain, Sargasso wouldn't exist. Oh, the roots. A parallel flyer that was risen by the Morts since she fell out of the nest years ago. Truris is able to carry 3 times her weight while airborne, making her perfect for rivet scouting missions, transporting medium-sized mining equipment around the swamp, or extracting lemonade runs from the Morts Sunday nights swamp socials. We don't get to see a lot of Trudy, but it's cool. Gary. Known to some as Prophet Gary, is a monk residing on Salvalia, a longtime student of the mysteries of the universe, and son to the powerful omniscient father. Gary is doing his absolute best to live up to not only the expectations of his dad and the universes, but to himself. Fearing the dimensional cataclysm, he has taken to deep meditation and astral protection in hope of finding heroes who can help save the crumbling dimensions. If he can't help himself, the least he can do is help others. Right? Please say yes. Well, yeah, it's the least he can do, but he found us by accident, not on purpose. Which I think is the only thing that is kind of sad. I feel like they would have tried more that at some point after Ratchet entered the dimensions, that Gary you would move somewhere and all of a sudden you would try to do something and Gary would speak to you. For instance, when you're almost in Nefarious' office, you're planning to go and whack him, and all of a sudden Gary comes by and would be like, hey, I need you on this planet. I need you on Salvali. Can you go and come over here? You're a hero of time. I believe you can go and save us. And then, well, because of what is happening, Ratchet is probably going to go and be like, shh, be quiet, because he's planning to go and whack Nefarious on that. But, yeah, that's something I could have done. Zircon Jr. the MC and the mastermind of Zurki's slaughter complex. While his father has dedicated his life to peace, Zircon Jr. has dedicated in carnage and chaos, hosting thrilling death matches for the patrons of his father's god. It's good for a child to have hobbies. I don't know if that is necessarily a good hobby for your children to go and have. Plus, he's a robot, so at some point, is he going to grow up, or is he always going to go and be Zircon Jr.? And does that mean that in the future we're going to have Zircon Jr. Because he's, well, going to go and have his own kid. Juice. A mysterious bioform from the depths of Caldarian, with an impenetrable shell that can withstand crushing pressure. It feasts on biological energy, which it stores and amplifies with its own 8 stomachs. What? It's even more than a cow. A cow has 4. When the Emperor discovered it swimming near Caldari Station, he realized that it could be the perfect battery for his Rubico Forge. In one dimension, it broke loose and wiped out nearly everyone at the station after being set free by an unidentified utility bot. Yay. In another dimension, it was rescued by Ratchet and Kid. Now the 2 versions of Juice can live freely with each other. So basically so it freed itself because Glitch saved them. Right. Well, let's go and see what these guys are. Valdir Junk Trader. Galactic Junk Traders. The Valen have set up salvage on Torrens Power, Lumos, and several other historical trash piles. Unfortunately, life in the mech scrap has left them at the mercy of the robot space pirates. He also looks so tired, as if though to the back on his weight is crushing him. Oh, I can't rotate him. So, the Emperor's assistant. Emperor is a nefarious, long-time personal assistant and confronted for many years. She has yearned for information so she too can terrorize or rule the universe, but when your boss is the eternal emperor of all known existence, job vacancies are rare. Definitely true. So, wait. She's trying to go and be a ruler just like Nefarious. But how? Just like it says, that's not going to go and happen. So, if we knock down Emperor Nefarious and Dr. Nefarious, will this robot just try and go and take over everything? Oh, that would be interesting. He recently offered her an opportunity to breach out as warden of Zordon Prison. With a massive prison break and billions of bolts worth of damage on her watch are perhaps something best left off her resume. Yeah, if the Emperor were to find out about that, she'll definitely have a problem. Also, she said she quit. Goons for Less. The recent rebranding Goon for Less is a pioneer in affordable body harm, moving their business model to a mobile app. Now anyone can take out hits on their advertise at compulsive rates with 5-star service. Wait, what? How do they have 5-star service? Like, really? Do they just keep on throwing goons until they succeed, or do not many people use their app, or are they boosting, or just taking people off that don't vote 5 stars? Like, I'm actually interested in this. Specialized in crushing, cornering, and crueling their extravagant network of goons for hire means that they can find their target no matter where they flee. Yeah, even in different dimensions they could catch us. That was very good, but wait a minute. Isn't Emperor Nefarious going to go and give them a 1-star review? Considering the fact that they decided to go and field hunt. Well, Emperor Nefarious is not Dr. Nefarious, right? Or is he still going to go and keep them 5 stars? Even though they should have wiped them Ratchet and Clank out 7 minutes. Guess that didn't work. Oh, Nefarious Trooper. The royal empire force of the Nefarious Emperor. These uncomprised soldiers come in various variants of shapes and sizes. Not really, mainly their head remains the same, but their bodies are constantly different. Dedicating their synthetic lives to threatening out rebels and dissidents. Their only goal is to gratefully spread the Emperor's cold, terrifying love across the universe. Yeah, and they like to go and work for overtime and work a lot and, well, basically stop pest control. Hooray. Now, robot space pirates, led by mysterious Captain Quantum. These are torn in the side of the Emperor, raiding his ship and looting his bases. Unfortunately, they are equally opportunist rogues and have had their fair shares of run-in with the Resistance, as well as booty to booty, no matter where you get it. Okay. Goon Rusher. It would be nice if your sword wasn't so back so I could see it. It's a civilized group and you can't just go around vaporizing everybody. Sometimes you just gotta use something more suitable, like a giant mallet or sword instead. That is why he's carrying the two weapons in his hand. Okay. Robo-Mutts. Oh, I call them Robo-Pups because they as well, but they're Robo-Mutts. Robotic aliens that were originally created by Dark Industries, which is the bad guy from Ratchet and Clank 1. Where, yeah, I think that's also where the goons for less come from. And, well, some sort of forming too. And you meet them in one of the earlier missions with all the trains and the traffic. That's Metropolic, is where you find them first. The goons for less often buy them in bulk for hunting down targets. They never use real dogs because frankly most of them are cat people. Wait, what? Hold up. So the goons would have used real dogs if they were dog persons. Wow. So their love for cats make them use robot dogs. Why don't they actually have then a lion or a leopard or something? Would be kind of cool. Zoom Goon. These goons dominantly expertly flying through the air like beautiful butterflies, carrying incendiary grenade launchers. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Use your grenade launcher because it's easier. Oh, Vroom Goon. Sometimes you need a little help tracking down your target. That's where the Vroom Goons come in. Expert tracking, mounting on custom Mechacorp hover bikes. Once they pick up your trial, they'll follow you anywhere, anytime, and through any dimension. Which happened on Blizzard Prime. Also, these are from Megacorp. So, the Robo-Mutts are from Dark Industry, which is from 1. And the hover bikes are officially from 2. And you also have hover bikes races in 2. You also join the hover bike group by winning a race. So you join kind of the villain side to go and get information. And you also get access to the second battle arena because of that. As well as a secondary bike race where you get your charge boots. Ah, damn. Ratchet & Clank 2 is also so good. Goon Dropship. Loud and smelly, like the goons packed inside these G-series ships are especially capable of traversing through space. As they are the drive-thru at Galaxy's Burger, there is room inside for multiple squads of goon, several complexes of Robo-Mutts, and cup holders for 8. Wait, so they have a lot of space for things to be packed in, but they only have 8 cup holders. Okay. Undead Goons. Aren't they called Bone Goons? Bone Goons were cooler. Undead Goons sounds so... Undead warriors from a nightmare dimension where this kind of spooky stuff happens all the time. They are happy to be dead and eager to share that joy with anyone they meet. Ow. That is not very nice. Are you interested in necromancy? Then join the Undead Goons. I wanted to say Bone Goons. Nefarious Laser Trooper. Elite Nefarious bot with twin iron flux lasers used for cutting down resistance propaganda and resistance members. Resistance propaganda. That's a good one. Nefarious Sluggers. Specialized nefarious troop with massive maces attached to each arm. Perfect for smashing spirits and skulls. These enemies are amazing. Nefarious Peacekeeper. This patrol vehicle is outfitted with a pair of nefarious troopers so that one can focus on driving while the other specializes in targeting their neutron force cannons. One head is programmed to follow bad cop, while the other, their partner, plays the role of worst cop. That's amazing. Bad cop, worst cop. Nefarious Juggernaut. They constantly have different names. That's very interesting. Only the top-ranking members of the Nefarious Army get to become Juggernaut. With reinforced raritanium armor and Placium crash beams, these bots are not to be taken lightly. Unless you push them off the map, or have juice. But, yeah. It's constantly the same little tubey head that controls the body. But I guess these are like space marines. The idea that they have survived a lot of battles or done great deeds and therefore they are upgraded. Which is also probably why they say the line "I have felt worse." Because when they were in a different body, they also got to go and fight things. Ooh, lore. Nefarious Sniper Bot. Nefarious troopers mounted on devastating fusion drive cannons. They take a few moments to charge up, so if you find yourself being tracked by their advanced semper beam, you better take cover. Or snipe them before they shoot you. That also works. Nefarious Blitz Trooper. Aerial trooper with a pair of quad blasters because the Emperor's military infrastructure is a little out of hand. That's why he doesn't have arms. Nefarious Dropships. Nefarious dropships capable of deploying nefarious forces behind enemy lines as well as unleashing devastation with their turbo flux gunners. Entirely automatic, the ship is piloted by hardwired drone pilots. Algorithm because you can't go on coffee breaks when your brain is wired into the dashboard. Pirate Corsair. These mateys are equipped with antique relics of a mere elegant time when gentle folk could fire upon their enemy with style. Wait, we can't do that nowadays? We can't fire at them with style anymore? We have one then? Shield Pirates. I don't like these guys. These pirates carry a thick titanium shield that protects them from frontal attacks. Immobilizing them or attacking from behind will make short work of that. They also carry emotional shield that protect from meaningful relationship, but they are working through that in group therapy. They carry emotional shields as well. Wait, this guy's a lot smaller. Marauder. These rogues are the muscle of the space pirates. With reinforced raritanium alloy plates, these large landings can punch through the hull of most interstellar freighters and trading ships. Each of them is equipped with a deadly mortar cannon and a sizzling track list of classic sea shanties. But the pirates didn't like singing from Pirate Pete. I guess that's also why it's stunt double? Because he also likes to sing? Cutlass. Why just fire cannonballs when you can fire tiny blade-shaped pirates? These whirling devices are built from scrap, reclaimed from raids across the galaxy. And they are also in a lot of other Ratchet & Clank games. I think also starting in one. Sand Sharks. Sand Sharks are composed mostly of teeth and hunger. These pests are in the species and have devastated the local environment of Silvali and countless other worlds, having stowed aboard trade ships. Well, I wouldn't say they're mainly made of teeth if you look at their heads. I mean, they have more head than, well, Eve. Sandshark nests. Running Widowbare Maya created by Sandsharks to harbor their eggs. If you don't destroy them quickly, you'll be dealing with a near infinite amount of stream of angry Sandsharks. Oh no. Horned Toad. Carnivores are found throughout the galaxy. These creatures have sticky tongues, confident spikes, and plenty of aggression. They aren't so bad when you deep fry and serve them with a spicy oil through. Kind of. Did the chef actually talk about these? And they're also in a lot of Ratchet & Clank games, so. Toxic crabs. also an enemy from 1. You meet them on various planets. Because in 1, as I said, the idea was that Dex is trying to go and create the ultimate planet in terms of capital wealth, which is very, very funny to go and consider that what he's doing is constantly breaking down planets, taking a piece of it and putting it together to go and create his ultimate planet. And why did they do this? Because their old planet, they completely poisoned and intoxicated with so much production. They created so many machines that, well, all life kind of died out. So they're just a bunch of corpse douches. And then sadly enough, in the remake of 1, they kind of got the character correct, and then they hadn't at the same time because, well, Dr. Nefarious is also there to steal the spotlight. Also, another weapon which I really like from 3 is the Quackinator. The Quackinator is a weapon where you basically look at an enemy and you beam, you turn them into a quack. It's actually originally from 1 where you have the Chickinator, and then basically in 2 you have the Sheepinator/Morphinator. But in 3, the reason why it's especially nice is because at level 1, it just turns things into harmless chickens. At level 2, you already going to go and get red chickens, which are going to go and be aggressive and bite enemies. And at level 3, they're going to go and pull out eggs. And at level 4, they're going to go and be bigger. And at some point, they're just very scary. Also, it has infinite ammo. It's a very lovely weapon. With tech shells and claws strong enough to pierce armor. These scraps can be found on various planets across the galaxy. From the lava cities of Blizzard Prime to the icy depths of Khadon. Don't let them scuttle too close, or you may experience the worst pinch of your life, soon to be ending. Oh. Whoops. Amoeboids. Gelatonium's synthetic life forms. Synthetic means that it's created, so somebody made these. That breed in dank, dark places. Individually is not a concept that most amoeboids comprehend, as they are known to split into small groups and reinforce into a small entity if not destroyed quickly enough. Yeah, they can reform. Yeah, you originally find them in Blackwater City, as I said. Especially in 3, there is a very big dungeon where you can go and farm them for crystals, where the plumber wants them, and you can go and make a lot of bolts there. Pretty fun. I really like that. Buffoids. Hardly amphibious fish with toxic spikes. They have gills and lungs and are able to support life on land and sea. Rumor has it there is a variant that can survive in magma as well. Why does evolution always favor the past? Well, because they are the strongest. That's why. It's the opposite. They survive because they are the strongest. Arcanators, deadly accurately created with a trap-like jaw. If you see them swinging, get out of the water, as they are known to drag swimmers to a watery grave. Attacking isn't usually an option, unless you got them on land. What else? No. Zelveli spitters, dangerous creatures found on Zelveli with thick, durable skills and powerful jaws. Again, they're also an enemy in 1, also from the Dex planet. The honeybees. Ferrous saw wasp. Large individual bugs with infestations around the galaxy. While they have venomous stingers, their primary method of attacking is to vomit highly corrosive acid at their prey. Rumor has it, their honey can be quite delicious though. Yeah. Okay, now I'm actually looking at it and it looks very different than I expected. And it has 4 probably eyes. Frontors. Primordial beast found only on Salgaros. Not true. We found them at other places. We found them in dimensional holes, or at least their skeletons. These tremendous carnivores have sharp, shovel-like horns, a corrosive bite. Wait, what? Corrosive? You don't look like you have corrosive, you just look like you have strong jaws. And feet designed for dancing all over your grave. They were once considered endangered, but after the Empire cracked down on outing, the only one in danger is you if you are unlucky enough to stumble across one. Sadly enough, we did not get to see that. We sadly enough did not get to go and see, well, the Empire try and protect these. Undead Grantor. Everything you fear about the Grantor, now only it is incapable of feeling pain. But it could also feel pain. And what about a corrosive bite? How is this an evolution? Dr. Nefarious Party Crasher. Party Crasher. Custom-powered craft with a vehicle-grade projectile, guided missile, and nimble box laser cannons. Perfect for infiltrating the Festival of a Hero. It probably would have been a hit at the Villain Generator in Blackwater City had that meddling Lombax not dug it up. I don't really know which one that is supposed to be. Or what is this supposed to mean? Let's see what the next one is. Seeker-Pete. A biological synthetics search and destroy craft in search of the Empire. Seeker-Petes can only be seen patrolling the skies of Nefarious City, hunting for unlicensed aircraft or scanning remote worlds for signs of secret rebel bases. Wait, what? It can only be found flying near Nefarious City, but it's also in a lot of other planets? Okay. Metropolis citizen. He's constantly changed. A city of the sunny and safe Metropolis. A huge fan of Ratchet and Clank. They were once one of many who got early bird tickets to the Festival of Heroes live. Yeah, Metropolis City is also where Nefarious tried to strike first. It's also a place you go through actually in multiple Ratchet and Clank games. Very interesting. But it's constantly redesigned. It also looks like a very big city. Also where you first meet that Dr. Nefarious has built a giant robot sphere. Very cool. Nefarious City Citizen. A proud Nefarious citizen who has committed their entire never-ending life to serving the flawless Emperor Nefarious. Wow. Then why were there some jailed and why did some disagree with music? Blizzard Mining, the hard-working Safety Commission miners of Blizzard Prime. Now, you don't get a lot of text, do you? Skeetobead, large burrowing insect, native to planet Sargasso. They can't fly but have evolved the ability to run across heavier liquids surfaces and, if necessary, launched off ramps to guide for a short amount of time. On planets filled with acidic swamps and hungry control, this is a critical skill. Yeah, I would say so. A large gazing creature native to Salvali. While natural peaceful, some poachers have been known to abduct and train them as battle mounts. Have we seen these as battle mounts? Because I don't think so. Until Swarmer. Small vermin that crop up whenever travelers drop food. Perfectly harmless unless they run across your feet in the middle of night. Where have we seen these? Fish. Instead of corridor with delicious with terror sauce. And have we seen these actually? Sheep. The most regular customer is turkeys. 3 years running, this sheep has a stool reserved caught where they spend their days chewing grass and staring straight ahead, seamlessly into the void. Some say they heard it mutter fiercely, nothing out with her. They've never seen it leave its chair, but one thing everybody knows for sure. After being sheepinated by the Emperor all those years ago, Drake has never been the same. Wait, for real? This is dark? This is the villain from 1. I was already thinking, like, maybe this is somebody that got sheepinated, because, as I said, in Ratchet & Clank 2, you have the sheepinator, and you can turn people into sheeps, and that's also something Dr. Nefarious did. But I didn't know this was supposed to go and be a reference to that, to the remake, which is rather interesting. Utility bot. Specialized helper robots produced for a variety of tasks ranging from navigation to data collection, as well as bringing us useful thingies. Gator Bear, mysterious pleasure that seem to show up on every world. They are set to carry the kindness and creativeness of a fallen hero missed by his comrades. I don't know who this or what that is. Huh. So, here he is.
Well, we meet again.
Are you gonna start any trouble here?
Oh, now we have your history. Simply chewing. Wait.
But alas, my troublesome days are behind me, for I have retired to a life of frivolity and living beyond my means.
Bad Xerxes is a violence-free zone.
Yeah, it is indeed. So cool, all the characters that are
Whatever
here.
happens,
And pause.
It's such a nice place. Gruntor, which is all sorts of creatures. Those monsters. So, let us go and see what Captain Quantum has to say.
So how do we find the Emperor?
The final show is at hand. This is your last chance to acquire armor before the end of the show.
No turning back after this.
Yes.
Okay, we have to draw him out. So I was thinking I'd disguise myself as a robot, but with a really big...
Oh, great. He's here.
Do you know what that sound is?
Nothing good.
Listen closely. Is it fear? Hope? The slow inevitability of death? No, it's me.
Winning. What else is new, you say?
Oh, quite right. But you are only a part of one dimension.
Okay.
What about the rest? Maybe I'm just old-fashioned, but I think everyone deserves a little subjugation.
Oh boy. That's a big fleet.
To celebrate such a momentous occasion, I'd like to honor the good doctor who inspired this journey in the first place.
Why does he look so sad?
By invading his home dimension personally. What? My first stop, Megalopolis.
Oh, again.
As I like to think of it, new nefarious city.
Oh boy. You have to love the Nefarious. The way he looks.
Leave.
We have to lure him out by being a robot. All the friends we saved from one prison. And we're now ready for an ass kicking. Goons for less, pirate ship. More pirate ships, more goons for less ships, more galactic resistance ships. Ooh, this is feeling so good. And this is blind for me as well. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Wait, what?
Home?
No.
I'm afraid so.
Eh? Really? It looks a lot different yet again. How much time has passed since we entered here? Now that we're home, it's time.
The Emperor is truly turning our dimension into his own.
Nefarious is just up ahead. If you guys distract him, I can try and grab the Dimensionator from above.
We'll meet you there.
Oh, I have everything, and I don't have any rare titanium, so it was a waste. I was hoping that maybe it was a new weapon. Yeah, you did! In the prison. The Void Rift will protect me from their shenanigans. And not needed. This one is needed. And then we need this one. And then we can use this one.
Let's take out some snipers. Ribbit, how's it looking up there?
Not great, but I'm with. We got you covered. Hurry and get that Dimensionator.
There is one more sniper.
Oh, there. Thanks, Clank.
All right.
It really helped.
Looks like
I didn't
the
see
sky's
him.
clear of snipers. Let's move.
This is kind of good about the shield rift gun. Okay, I got hit by... Oh, you. Bloody guy.
Nefarious cannot be far. We must keep moving.
And we don't have to hurry. And your existence is still unwelcome. But luckily for you, I don't have any weapons I need to level right now. So I get to go and use what I like. Until I get ammo. Wait, why did some of them take like 900 damage and others not? No, I will not serve your emperor, help your emperor, or allow your emperor to do these kind of dumb shenanigans. Eat negativity beam. Oh, you're going to go and hurt me? Ooh. Go goons for less.
A hit.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of hits. Wait, that's Nefarious in the background. And Emperor Nefarious. Do you see them? They aren't doing a lot, but they're in the background. Whoops. I really should just take a peek. Make her out. Yep. I'm playing games. Oh. So the Headhunter now deals more damage. Wait, the goons for less only deal 1 damage now? Thank you.
They're here.
You are the heroes of this dimension?
Yes.
That is hilarious.
You got lucky last time, Nefarious.
This.
This calls for a special sort of annihilation.
Really?
I've been looking for an excuse to wear my new suit.
Okay. Dimension.
Go.
Uh
What's your
oh.
move, Nefarious?
Well, considering he's that new suit, he's gonna go and have something which is not going to be nice for us. Okay.
Is that a rift? Or
Oh boy.
we need your help. Nefarious just...
Oh.
Whoa!
Now that's a robot.
I'm so used to you being tall.
Come on! We have to fight this thing!
Indeed we do. And it's also making use of the dimensions.
Fire at those monitors!
What?
Ribbit, you will never guess.
Quantum?
Core.
What are...
We've got a plan. Just hold them off a little longer.
Right! Sure!
Wait, are we gonna go and use Nefarious' old robot?
My new look. I call it my power suit. I really have an occasion to break it out.
Yeah, indeed.
I
Yo!
think you stand a chance.
This is a Power Rangers reference.
There is a battle to be won!
You're not gonna break this ship, are you?
You've got this, Quantum.
Oh.
Emperor Nefarious, your campaign of destruction, cruelty, and wanton snobbery is over. How's that?
I have goosebumps.
You nailed it. Now jump.
Oh, so we'll abandon one ship as he ignores the other?
You.
Wait, he doesn't realize the surprise we have in store? Wait, what is Dr. Nefarious actually? Like, Okay, that didn't do it. You know what? Nah, I'm not gonna go use the rhino. I don't feel like it. Uh-oh. That's a big head.
It's still working. This is not good.
Well, what?
Everyone, shoot those monitors!
Wait.
Keep firing at the monitors.
That is not how you dodge that?
Yep, it's just fighting a nefarious the size of his ego.
We're getting close.
Definitely true. We are fighting nefarious the size of his ego. Ooh. It's looking very spectacle. I really like this fight. I like that I didn't do it on my other file. Smarter than you. Okay. Aw, did I break your suit? Ooh. Maybe you should not have come to this dimension, because this is the dimension Nefarious loses. Except when we're playing all for one. Because Terry is my favorite character to play. Now we really throwing rub each other?
Firing ratchet.
You heard him, everyone.
We'll succeed at some point. It's also very cool that the pirates are with you here as well. Now it's sad the Galactic Rangers aren't near us. Or other characters, but still. Broke a part of your suit? Good! Oh boy. Ooh. This.
Ratchet, Gary and the mom think they can help. Get as close to Nefarious as you can. I'll draw fire.
Thank you. Why didn't he just smash these platforms and why are they floating?
Over here! I can get you into Nefarious's heart. As in the robot's heart.
Okay then.
Thank you.
Wait, what? Of course that had to happen. Of course I had to go and have a glitch happen.
If we destroy it, we can take down his mech entirely.
Of course. Of course, of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. Defend the heart of the robot. Wow. That's not very nice of you.
Working.
Why? Because we're making Emperor Nefarious very mad? Oh great, they're fighting. Come on, let's keep on going. There's a lot to fight here. As long as you have bombardiers, you'll be fine, I guess. Whoa. Oh. Whoops. Yes.
Keep firing, Ratchet.
Oh. There's a health bar. Clank, clank. It's... Aw, that's too bad. Oh. Now that's 2. Well, you know what? I'm going to call for help and call the Mr. Fungi triple team. There went the heart. Uh-oh. Let's get out of here before it goes boom with us
I
inside.
could use an exit.
Ratchet! Clank!
We got thrown to the other side of the city. Pull them off as long as you can.
So cool. So cool. Ah, finally the standoff. Oh.
You think you can defeat me? I will bring in all of my armies, all of my followers. You will bow before me.
Are you really not going to do anything yourself? Are you that afraid of
Destroy
fight?
the dimensions.
Yeah, he keeps us up. Holy hell, that's a lot of troops out. Luckily, we have the Rhino. Ooh. It's because of his dummery, all the...
Kit!
Oh.
You were right. I cannot run away anymore.
I can't let you do this alone.
I will hold back his army. Take him down.
Dun, dun, dun. This is so cool. So, now you have to do it yourself, Minion Master. Oh,
They all love me. You all love me.
wow.
I am the destiny emperor of this dimension, of every dimension.
Wow, you got a big ego there, buddy. Can't say I'm a fan.
This isn't near over. You've never defeated me before. And this time will be no different.
I may have never beaten you before, but I never had to go and fight you before. Eh. What? Wait, is that the dimension? Why can he turn the Dimensionator into a beam?
You are not my emperor.
Yep.
Oh, Rivet and Kit! How utterly charming!
Kit! Heavy! Incoming!
Well, he's gonna be gone.
This isn't nearly the end of me! Not even close!
Yeah, you have about a quarter health left, and unless you're going to be a multi-stage boss fight, you're not gonna go and be much more.
Eliminate them! Now! No! No!
More troopers flanking! Fight them out together! Let's show them how it's done!
Somewhat sad Ratchet isn't here, but I guess Ratchet had to part with the giant robot.
No!
Oh, nice one!
You know, Maybe I should actually use the rhino, but this is fun and fine. Oh, this is not fun.
Where are my troopers? Come, my loyalists, every one of you, come together to fight for your beloved emperor.
Fish! You summoned fish!
They're all gone. Hello? No one?
Nope.
Enough! I will collapse every dimension into nothingness!
He's overclocking the Dimensionator.
Ooh.
This is the part where you lose.
Yes! Hit him in the head with a hammer! Oh boy. Wait, what?
You really thought you had me?
Not yet. The Kraken! Or the very last octopus. The only thing we actually didn't get to go and see in the...
Off of me, you loathsome...
The only one we didn't get to see in the gallery.
Please, we can win this together!
What do you know about winning?
Maybe not the best idea to put him into a different dimension, but...
You two really are a couple of hotshots.
Look who's talking.
Damn, that was a good fight.
Ready to fix this, pal?
I would love nothing more.
Wait, is he gonna... Oh. All the dimension instability gone, but... Wait a minute. Does this mean that everybody that came from their dimension over here is going to be trapped? Or... What does this actually mean? Very interested in what we're going to see.
I'm sorry for what I said before. You're my friend. And thank you for coming back.
Team.
Team.
I guess it's time to go home, huh?
Yeah. Our dimension could use a couple heroes right about now.
Well, the Emperor's gone.
Well, how would you two feel about making a pit stop on the way?
The Lombax dimension?
Where are we headed?
I think you know.
Ooh, Kid is also looking very interested.
Is that us?
Yes, fireworks. Ah, damn, this game was good. This game was so good. Too fast, too nefarious. Well. Guess the bit of the credits. Well, we'll see what happens after the credits. I will just continue recording. It looks pretty cool what is happening. Taking down the statue. Oh, that went rather quick. Yeah, but it's not very hard to topple statues. More statues. Turning off the lights. Oh, Lawrence and his wife. That is Lawrence I was talking about before. No idea how robots got babies, but... I guess he went back to retirement. Yeah. Did it find the rest of its species and was it accepted back in because it became a hero of dimensionality? The plumber, father, she talked about before. Works are in many Ratchet and Clank games. That usually just some funny jokes, bit of speech, and then he's gone. Zircon on top of the pile of enemies. And it was Zircon Jr. So, Mommy Zircon, Daddy Zircon. I don't know what that symbol means. Ah, the goons. Entering meditation, returning with her brothers, and the other learning weightlifting. Going to gain mental and physical gains. New picture for in our house. Ah. More. Oh, those look older. It's just the way they're drawn. Oh, Clank still has one on. Lich. Somewhat sad we didn't get to go and see anything at the end, but I guess that's hard to go and do. Oh, Clank has a yellow arm? Oh. The assistant became the emperor. The resistant members are knocking him down. But why are still Emperor Nefarious statues then? Well. Oh, the helmet of Captain Quantum. As they tell stories, and what is that giant orb thing in the back? Oh, this is one of the characters you also meet in a different Ratchet and Clank game. I know she's in Quest for Booty, Tools of Destructions, and I think some more. Ah, the archives? In a different dimension then? Or did they rebuild it? They're helping rebuild it. Helping rebuild the fixer. Oh, he's gonna fix their Blizon? Holy hell, you skilled. Going to fix an entire planet. Captain Quark and Quantum. Somewhat sad Quark didn't have a lot to do in this game, but you know, I guess his real star was injury. After that, I guess they lowered his role. Dun, 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 dun. And now all of the things from Emperor Nefarious. Walking inside with a picture. The way how they stand together. You could also see in the background on the paintings a bunch of famous statues in the form of Emperor Nefarious carrying the planet. And or a bit more pictures. I will probably talk about them more in post. Huh. Weird fish things we never saw. Oh, juice! Ah, yes, that explains it. With his regular arm. Oh wait, it was just off. Guitar concert. Now back at the bar, partying, having a good old time. Oh, of course his eyes look crossed because it's supposed to be a patch eye. Blizon finally getting their meals. And the robots. Thank you for joining us on this interdimensional adventure. It was a pleasure and amazing. I hope we will get another Ratchet and Clank game soon. I mean, this one was really good. Not the best there is, but holy hell was it good, and holy hell do I hope to see more. And also on PC, because all of this was done on PC, so...
Alone at last, stuck at the top. If I ever lost, I think I'd just drop. My never-ending story of success is a lonely refrain. So I've one request. Join me at the top. Why don't you join me where the stars all shine, and join me at the top. Why won't ya join me? Let our powers combine. You know I can't resist a ditty, so join me. Oh wait, well, what a pity. Looks like I forgot.
They can't come up.
'Cause I'm everything you're not.
No.
Dr. Nefarious does it so much better.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I said that's pretty good.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Look at me and my flawless schemes. The kind you could never dream up in your dreamiest of dreams. Aren't you so lucky to have me to revere? Your flawless yet lawless emperor right here. Join me at the top. Why don't you join me where the stars all shine, and I will never flop. No, I won't. Just join me. Go on, fall in line. And no one's given me good reason to stop my usual power seizing. Join me at this spot. I forgot. I'm everything you're not. Who am I?
Our greatness.
And who are you?
Wait, I'm not gonna sing this.
You're no good without me. How dare you ever doubt me? Now listen as the doctor sings the case.
They join you at the top.
Yes, they would.
Join you where the stars all shine.
And boy, I'm so freaking hot.
You're scalding.
I should have them up.
But you will not.
It's all kinds of rad.
And hilarious.
To be all big and bad.
And nefarious.
So join me on my plot.
Never mind. Forgot.
I'm everything you're not.
Nefarious on top.
Oh, Dr. Nefarious just make that song so much greater. Oh, the way he spoke, the way he acted, the way he taught, everything. I guess I'll skip the rest. Probably not going to go and happen anything cool. Now, you've unlocked challenge mode. Keep all your weapons and play through a harder version of the game to get new weapon upgrades and earn more bolts with the bolt multiplier. Create a new challenge mode playthrough at any time from the title menu. Would you like to go back before the final fight or exit to the title menu? Well, I will go to the title menu. So, what do I have to say now that it's mainly over? Well, it was a very, very good game. It's a lot of fun. I honestly would say, just buy it yourself. It's on PC and it's on PlayStation 5, I think. So, I would definitely advise you to go and get it. It has very great characters, very great moments, and as you just read, also a challenge mode, which a lot of Ratchet and Clanks have. Not all of them. I was thinking that maybe since a bunch of the few ones nowadays didn't have it, that it wouldn't be there, but apparently it is there, so I will check that out in my own time. Yeah, we got 99% because we didn't get all the teddy bears. We didn't have all weapons with 100% veritanium. And as for my next playthrough, I'm planning to go and do the Henry Stickmin collection. It is a very funny and enjoyable game, and I hope to go and see you there. So, I hope you had a good time here. I hope to go and see you again. But if not, have a nice day and have a nice sleep. Good luck, because I'm ending the episode here. Maybe I'll come back in the future. But till then, bye bye.